Oilers postgame after a 6-0 win over the Spruce Grove Saints, joined now by assistant coach Reid Hnatowich. And just first of all, Reid, you have 3 players tonight scoring 2 goals apiece. Let's start with Ryland Brown. He was the first star. Just on a night-in, night-out basis, what does Ryland Brown contribute to this team?
Like, obviously, he's a player. He's extremely dynamic in the sense with it, right? Like, cool with what he possesses and what he is able to do. Play with pace, play with speed, but he's unpredictable in the sense with his offense, and that's what I think makes him so special in what he does, right? Like, he has that vision, he sees things, and he sets things up, right? So, cool with him and how he played, and I think, he was also super positive in the sense of his defensive game as well, and eliminating them and making sure that they didn't score too. So, when you have that and you have someone who can be positive on both sides of the puck, it's a cool thing.
We talked a lot about Jack Silverberg this season, 3 assists tonight, but I think the piece of that trade earlier in the season that was overlooked a bit was Hayden Fechner, and he scores 2 goals tonight. In the game against Brooks, I thought he was fantastic, and tonight he has 2 more goals, obviously, to add to his total. How strong has he been in the latter part of this season so far?
Yeah, like, obviously with our forward group right now, in the sense of we finished that game with short numbers. He's a guy who's been playing more and more with regards to his minutes. You're always going to get from him his ability to skate. That's what he does best, and when he utilizes that, there's not a lot of guys in the league who can keep pace with him. He's quick, he's tenacious, and obviously tonight, brought him success with regards to the point sheet.
I want to ask you about a guy who didn't have really any points tonight, but who I think has caught up people's eyes as somebody who has taken some real strides in his game. What have you seen from Ryder Denies in his increased role of late?
Yeah, like, obviously in the sense of, earlier in this year, injured, had a tough season with regards to last year. So he's a player that, we always seen something special with him, and I think as he's playing more and getting the experience and the minutes out of his belt, like, he's getting more and more comfortable, and same type of idea, like, with his regards to his playmaking ability, like his shiftiness with the D zone, some of those breakouts and stuff tonight too. Like, he's a guy you definitely want to keep an eye on, because as he progresses and as he plays more and more and more, he's just going to keep getting better and better. He'll be a big piece of this moving forward.
It had been a long time since the Oilers' last home game. It had been a long time since the Oilers' last win. I mean, obviously, the transition to the BCHL happens in the midst of all that. Just first of all, how good does it feel to be back on home ice? And then second, how good does it feel to finally have that first BCHL win? Yeah,
like, it was a much-needed one, obviously. Going into the game, we knew it was a big one, right? Just setting that tone in the sense where we want to make sure we're doing positive things right. A little transition there with regards to the whole season, but I think this team's positive, this team's fast. I think when we play our game, we can do some cool things, and this is a good first one with regards to building blocks moving forward for the remainder of the season.
Second last question for you. Mikkel Kingo gets the shutout tonight. We're coming off of games in which Christian Green has played very well, I would say, and especially in his 2 games against Brooks of late. Kingo, of course, stops all 16 shots he faces tonight. Just what level of confidence do you have in this goaltending tandem as you enter the last part of the regular season and then go toward the playoffs?
Yeah, like, he, I think, what's cool with him is just the presence he brings, right? And not that we gave up, like, too many chances, but there's definitely a couple. I think one in the second with regards to him just cross crease and getting across. Like, when we aren't positive and we do allow those opportunities, he's a guy who's been there consistently to bail us out. Focused individual, works extremely hard in the sense, and obviously you see it with regards to his performance. So, couldn't be more happy with that tandem. 2 great kids, and doing some cool things.
All right, Reid, and the last question, I warned you about this one. You're a stylish guy. You've got the black suit, you got the black shirt, you got the blue tie. It all really pops. But we got to ask you about this sweater. It's new. We got it in gray. We got it in green. It's $55. I think it's a bargain. What are your thoughts?
They're cool. Cousin picked one up tonight, so we have one with regards to our family. I think I like the green one better. Hey, I think I like the green one better.
I prefer the gray. That is Oilers assistant coach Reid Hnatowich. Thanks, Reid.
Thanks.
Joined now by Oilers forward Hayden Fechner, fresh off a 2-goal performance. And first of all, just Hayden, how good does it feel to be back in action, back at home, back in the win column?
Yeah, it's sweet. I love playing here. The fans are great. And yeah, tonight we really did well tonight, so it was great.
Now, I think when people saw that trade earlier in the season that brings Jack Silverberg and you over to Okotoks, Silverberg, obviously, huge stat line. You come over, and I think people have been surprised by just the two-way play and now, of late, more scoring. Just how has the transition been coming over to Okotoks this year?
Yeah, it was really easy. Lots of people made it just really easy for me to come over. Billets are great, fans are great, and boys in the dressing room are great, so it's really easy.
When you come over to Okotoks, you want to establish a role for yourself, and over the course of the season, I think you've done that. What is the messaging from the coaching staff? How do they want you to play?
They want a good D zone from me. I know I've been working on that all year, and they're still on me about that. But yeah, I like going in the O zone though a lot and just swinging around, and I don't think they like that, but it's all right, I guess. But yeah, that's what they want, the D zone. Well,
I'm sure they're pretty happy about the 2 goals tonight. Just take us through those scoring plays. What did you see on them?
That first one, I just kind of tied up that guy in the corner there, and Brownie does his thing. He just fakes out Dan in net, and I have a wide open goal. And then second one, I'm just swinging, and Gorley hits me, and I don't know, I cut back and just rip it 5-hole.
Just, the transition over to the BCHL obviously has been a really big topic. And, of course, the players, you guys get to play in this league now, and you get your first win in the BCHL after a couple of games that were pretty darn close between you and Blackfalds and then Brooks. Just how good does it feel to have, even at this point late in the season in February, still win number 1?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, crazy how it's only the 3rd game of the season, I guess. But, yeah, it's good to get this first one, and we really, I think, gave the whole 5-team league a little statement game here with 6-0. So,
statement indeed. That is Oilers forward Hayden Fechner after a big 6-0 win. Thanks, Hayden.
Thank you.